Hello everyone, this is Eddy with Orbital Knives, and today I want to introduce my design collaboration with Kansept knives, the Kansept Dako. First off, I want to talk about the name. It is right there. It is called Dako. It is named after my two sons, Damon and Koa, and this was the first design I ever worked on. And so, in honor to them, I just name it that way. You know, I am a big fan of my kids, so there you go. That is why you say it that way, Dako. Some people say Dako, or they don't know how to say it. That's how you say it. But yeah, I just want to walk you through the process that I went through in order to create this piece. I first want to say thank you to everyone who is checking it out. This released last week, and a lot of people are picking them up, it seems like. So thank you so much to all of you. So as far as design goes, these are both prototypes, as I said, and I was aiming here for something clean. I wanted those nice sleek lines, but I also didn't want the design to be too much on the nose of other famous designs. So for example, I didn't want somebody to grab my knife and say, oh yeah, it's just another bag out, you know, or oh yeah, it's another Elementum. No, I wanted it to be sleek, but I also wanted it to be unique. And so after many tries, this is what I landed on. And then once I had the external lines, originally it wasn't a crossbar lock. I was leaning towards a frame lock, but a Kansept asked me if it could be a crossbar lock, because they just wanted to do it that way, I guess. As a new designer, I didn't want to seem too picky, and I also love crossbar lock knives, so I said sure, let's go ahead and do it that way. And they honestly do fantastic work when it comes to the crossbar lock. Sometimes I don't like crossbar lock knives because they have a poor detent to where the blade might open on its own with just a little shake, or they're easy to have some blade play on. Like the blade play is very common on crossbar lock knives. However, Kansept did this crossbar lock prototype with a super crisp detent, and you can tell that if I just flick it a little bit, it just doesn't go out. You know, you gotta give it a good flick in order for the blade to pop out. And if I close it and I give it a shake, you can see the blade stays there. And so it's not a weak crossbar lock, which I loved. If I would have gotten this prototype and it would have been a sucky crossbar lock, I would have switched it back, but I was happy to keep it that way because of the way they make that work. So props to Kansept knives for that. Another thing is, from this prototype, I did want to thin out this blade stock. This is not extremely thick. It does have a tall flat grind on it, so it's not bad. It doesn't perform bad, but it could be better. And so that's why I decided to thin it out. And even though, like, I have here my other design, the Orbital Knives Callisto, even though this is 154 cm on it, if you look at them side by side, this has such a slicer blade that it's a better material on this side. It's 35 yen, but I still prefer this one just because I know it's just gonna perform better. I might need to sharpen it a little more often than this one, but it's gonna perform better. And so for that reason, I wanted to for sure get that a little thinned out. Planche grind, just as I designed it, perfectly done. They take that way back here, and so that gives the knife a lot of life, right? You can sharpen quite a bit of the blade before you hit that spot, and at that point, I mean, that is a lot of years of use for you. Even if this is the only knife that you keep on you, that's gonna take care of you for a long time. There are 6 different variations available in different finishes. Now, this is a prototype of the copper carbon fiber, and this is satin finish. On the production version, they switched that to a stonewash blade, and so yeah, go through. There is one version on purple carbon fiber and a DLC coated blade with a mirror finish. That one looks super snazzy, classy. I love the looks of that one. And then I wanted to go all out fancy on one of the variations, and I chose one in Damascus and Damascus, and so super dressy piece. That one is towards the more expensive side. It's like a little bit over $300. So, but this is the Kansept Dako. Again, thank you so much everyone for checking it out. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will be happy to answer them, and I'll see you next time. Bye.